channel, JulezNobelman. So, we have been playing lots of different priest decks and Druid decks also a lot actually.
Mainly priest though.
Mainly priest though. And we've been trying out everything. I've been screwing my rank from trying basically everything from Reborn Priest to Grunk Druid. So yeah, we've tried it all.
400 to 3,000, right?
Yeah. So so yeah, now we're back at it again, and I decided to go with one of our early creations, one of the ones that showed the most promising stats when we were playing it first off. Besides from that, it was super fun. But we made a little tweak to it. We made it a little more so you can draw a little more. And we did so there is a lot of clear as the Doomsayers and Holy Rebels. And then of course we added the OTK Stone Tusk Boar to the combo, to the deck. Yeah. Combo deck. So combo now it's a super aggro combo quest deck. It's a very long name, so we're just gonna call him something Boar Priest or something like that.
Activate the Boar.
Activate the Boar. So here it is against the Paladin. These guys has they have
Murlocs.
Yeah, they've had a very good start apparently. In the beginning it didn't look so promising, if you ask me, with the Reborn decks, but they have been emerging from everywhere and people have really brought some creativity into Tip the Scales decks.
To be honest, I'm mainly going after Reborn in Arena. Yeah. It's working pretty well for me at least.
Yeah, it does. And the Reborn minions really seem to be very strong. So what we want to do here is we actually want to save the Wild Pyromancer. If he has, obviously now he's playing his entire hand up and we can make it stick to the board. But a Wild Pyromancer is actually enough to turn Tip the Scales.
Yeah, you waited for him to fill in basically.
Usually you would wait with Pyromancer, but this guy was basically dropping it all, so if he's gonna use Prismatic Lens now, okay, that's a Truce of a Champion, so we might actually have delayed Prismatic Lens, or a better chance for us to get clear.
That is neat. So now what, do you just wait for something?
Really, I wasn't really expecting a Prismatic Lens, because he seemed to be so aggressive with the Murlocs. It seems like he wants to apply the pressure now. So we're just gonna go with this, I think.
But he went all in.
There's the Prismatic Lens. But his board is too big for him to get the value of playing it, so he probably won't play it.
Oh, he just wanna kill you.
Yeah, he's a really aggressive fella.
I missed it. What was missed it? You can kill the Acolyte?
Yes. The Acolyte of the Pain can be devastating. This, we gotta play with the Boar here.
I see the force to do that something here.
Yeah, and then we're gonna take the Divine. We can get a lot, but the quest here is 11 port. So that's actually gonna put us to basically the finish line. It's very good in the Aggro matchups. But he does have a Tip the Scales, so we gotta keep the Holy Rebel and we gotta stay alert, I guess. Here's something we can trade it all into.
Oh.
And here's his last Toxfin, his last Oracle.
That's a Doomsayer. Yeah, he can remove Doomsayer.
Yeah, but we can also remove him.
Can you? Oh.
Let's see here. We need to get the most value out of this, and we'll just take a big one. The Holy Rebel for the rest here, and then with Doomsayer. He was going to attack that Doomsayer, which is possibly a very good thing for us. Doomsayer is like the soft taunt, so really.
Soft taunt?
Yeah, it's
he's a little dark.
It's just about how you utilize him, basically. Oh, a Boar would have been lovely.
No Boar for you.
No Boar for you.
That was an 8-cost bluegill.
Sucks.
Prismatic Lens for you.
So, we put this up. He used both. He got his upper Toxfin out, and the 4. It's actually still on the board.
Wait, he hasn't used 2 of them?
Yeah, he did. He used 1 in the beginning on the Merman, and then he got 1 from Tip the Scales. So, I guess this guy does not have more clear. They cannot run spells, and this is the way you gotta think against these guys. We have what he's dreaming of in our hand. Our hand makes him like wake up in the morning.
I think
he's
he
like,
just wants you to
this
die.
happened.
Get over it.
Yeah, he does. But unfortunately, that is not the right choice.
No.
So, maximize value. It's obviously it's not enough.
Isn't he gonna concede? Yeah.
And often, if you're about to lose, just try it, because people never let you pull this off.
Yeah.
They always concede before the topsy-turvy, so just be super slow about throwing your stuff, and then they will just concede.
I'm actually one of those people. I have conceded to a priest that was doing that before he actually got to do it.
That's not nice.
I know, right?
Maybe he's super clever and figured out this is the way he should win, and then he gave it to you.
Possibly, that's right. Dude. Damn.
Okay, this guy, he's like an Aggro Paladin. I tried a few matchup against these guys, but I don't know, actually. They got a new 1-drop, the 2/1 that gets 1 attack every time they summon a minion, and it's fairly good.
Yeah.
And I bet they also run a ton of secrets. Let's see here.
And then paladins have been confusing a little.
And with paladins, you want to get on the table. You want to have something to use your hero power on. So a 12 defender rather than a power
he
shield.
clears it though.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yes, because we can put our minion to 5 health.
Alright.
Let's put this to 5 health. And then make him clear in the other one. And if he should be the tip the scales type, then we have a holy ripple ready. They can be very devastating.
Because most stuff is Murlocs don't have that much health anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this board is actually quite terrifying, so I'd go as far as saying mass dispel is basically the only choice.
Really? Is it the mummy that's so threatening?
It's divine shield, it's 2/5, it's all of it. And now we trade here, and then it's just plenty of dwarf instead.
Yeah, okay, he looks pretty weak now. And the snip snap.
Another snip snap, that's too big. Yeah, he's gonna go face, obviously. That's a bad idea.
What's up with these paladins?
Yeah. Paladins has had an identity crisis lately, so it's hard for them to find out what to do. So basically most of the time they're just walking around switching. They're like, I'm an android, then they're like, I'm a fish. It's very confusing to be a paladin these days.
Well, I've been having issues with Hunter lately.
Yeah.
An identity crisis. I don't know.
Hunters is on the rise, man. They're crazy.
Mag, Quest, Beast.
Highlander.
Secrets.
It's Highlander now.
Highlander.
A Highlander is all of it. That's the beauty of Highlander. You can mash all of the synergies in. And Hunter has like itsy bitsy tiny core cards everywhere that makes all of their archetypes super strong in each of their individual ways. Now it's just like Zephyrs, and then we added a 7-cost King Crush with a home price who coming in. It's like, what's up with you, Blizzard? I think they're just trolling around right now.
Probably.
Luna's Pocket Galaxy could have put it to 6. Well, let's try to 5 just to create some havoc, you know? It's kind of masochistic, but it's okay. I like it.
Luna's Pocket Galaxy is sexy though. It's a really cool spell. In Arena as well. Oh, that draft. I've tried it and it pleased my soul. Basically.
Yeah, we take it this way. Get a couple draws. Smartish. We'll leave it. Because he has 1 card in the hand, honestly. And the quest is done.
It's scary though.
Yeah, but 1 card in the hand.
It's not very likely that he will right with anything other than that minion. What does he have?
It's so sad. Sometimes I've been sitting in this situation and I just want a boa, you know?
Yeah.
But you can actually first pull it off into a 9.
Oh well.
Such a beautiful way.
Patience. Hey, he didn't even let you.
Exactly. We didn't even get to show the topsy-turvy. Again, this is the best tactic. Always just start blasting all spells. And do it in a slow
tried
pace.
Bluffing it?
No, not yet, but I am going to.
Alright. Yeah, I mean if you're in a situation where
100% buffing.
Ooh.
So Quest.
How do you play against Druid?
Basically, in the first rounds, you just get on the board. Because if you can make him Wrath a Cleric in 2/2, then he will be one turn later into his quest completion.
He's probably gonna Wrath
so
that.
You can, now he is. But basically you just want to play all regular. And maybe apply a little extra pressure.
He's saving his Wrath for your Cleric, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's gonna be very, 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 very scary. Because he use a guy.
A guy you know?
I know a guy. So,
Droids are so passive in the first 4 rounds. It hurts.
I really like to play with like Innovate or Pounce actually also. It's pretty cool. Sometimes even better than Innovate.
Okay.
Because I've experienced a lot of people kind, for instance, to one, then you kind to get unspent mana after you played the quest. And there's these types of plays everywhere, but I just really like that you can just clear. And, yeah, 2/1.
Yeah.
While you're dropping your it's very efficient in the current meta because everyone drops stuff in the 2/1.
Right.
And the ones that does it, they drop it on the Billy Angler 2/2.
But I always thought spells like Pounce was just space taking sometimes.
That's because you haven't experienced gongs. Oh, he's all he's coming for me, but he's not coming for me at the same time. It's I don't know if I feel good or bad about this, because our cycle is basically closed, but droids basically don't have clear. So I'm really thinking about just really it's really getting out. There's no reason to go for a cycle. It's not like he's gonna naturalize. Blizzard was clever enough to remove that. Three years into. Never mind.
Dude, naturalize. That spell.
A beautiful spell.
That was a beautiful spell.
I must save
2 draws. Imagine giving that today. It's like,
Oh shit.
here mage, do you want 2 draws? And then he just draws a Caligus and an instant win. And
Yeah,
then,
for 1 cost.
Yeah. Here is draw. And we like draw.
You do like draw.
Of course it's the right way.
And
You do like missions. Complete. So what do you do then?
we're gonna control it.
Okay. So kill his minion.
Like that.
I'll take you with
Seems a little indecisive there.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you play priest, even though you play some aggressive playstyle, you still gotta bring a brain. You want to stay on the board, you're not worth anything if you can't stay on the board. Well, now he's gonna get rid of it anyway. So that's that. So now we just Acolyte. What? Acolyte of Pain would bring the pain. Acolyte. And that is an Acolyte of Pain who brings pain.
He is painful.
Painful Acolyte.
I see a dark future.
But we just do it like this. We won't take the
That's a painful
RNG
Acolyte.
because again, droids do not have clear. Do not do this against the rogue or something. Do not do this against the rogue. Not a mage either.
Not a warrior.
Next. But on a droid, on some Shamis, not overload Shamis, you do this.
I must save
And this guy, he's like the most clearing droid in the world, and yet he does not have clear enough.
Is the droid power? Is the power of the droid? Bees.
That
That's
beast
okay.
could have been very nice in my
Acolyte.
And we give it another one.
Okay.
That's a stone touch friend.
Friendly friend. He's not that friendly.
No, he's really not friendly. That is an extra arms. Of arms.
And then you clear.
Good.
Success.
And then you wonder, what is he up to? Is he gonna drop some kind of Malika stuff? Sometimes you get really surprised. But probably not.
I think he's gonna drop the dynamic duo. No, that's not the dynamic duo.
That is not a dynamic duo.
No. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
There is no. The most dynamic duo is Injured Blade Master and Tolia.
No.
You asked
What is
for
it
it, so
called?
the light shall bring victory.
It's a 5-cost 3/3 that gains 2/2 and summons a copy of itself. Yeah, you do know it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think
Oh,
you're
of course you know what I'm talking about.
dropping the quest.
You know which one I'm talking.
Nope.
But if I could describe it a little better, you would
Yeah.
probably know.
But
It's a droid card. It looks green. It's 3/3. It
Oh.
summons a copy of itself, and they gain 2/2.
Oasis Drusling.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Of course it's the right way.
Yeah, that is a very dynamic duo. But we have a more iconic duo in our hand. Injured Blade Master and Dolby Defender. Good friend of mine.
Yeah. These guys are pretty injured.
I never imagined that they would actually be good together with the Stone Tusk Boar combo, but it's just really nice to have that extent.
Why do you
And
always
it's
get
just
that
funny
spell when you
that-
need it?
It's because RNGs will always be there. And also we have
Shouldn't you have healed
All
the
kinds
minion
of
instead
healing.
of yourself?
yeah. Most likely.
Brain fart.
But he's not gonna do exactly Luna's Pocket Galaxy. Actually, Hearthstone Replay states that this guy has 62% chance of winning if he has played Luna's Pocket Galaxy. And I bet it's bigger when you count it into a 4. But we don't believe in stats. We believe stats is fake news and it's people conspiring against this. So we're just gonna blindly ignore the stats and kill them anyway.
Alright.
That's how it is. Sometimes you gotta deny the spell.
That was a spellbender?
Yeah, he's really tired of me. He's like, dude, the stats is on my side.
You and your stats.
Me and my stats. But I must say, this is not a world of stats. This is a related world. Different things happen to Maradosh.
Okay.
So it is important for us to remember that we are still going to beat this guy. So we take some RNG, there it is, and obviously that's basically the ticket to him dying.
Your turn to bleed.
Oh. It's not for the kind of slapped. We could have taken another draw, but I'm just gonna pretend we already have the lethal, so he will freeze.
Okay. First Nova.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a Conjurer's Calling.
That's a conscious calling.
Wait, a Frost Nova comes after that, right?
Note, when
That's-
people use their entire
What is he doing?
he just gave me a Zandimo. He
Oh.
wanted the Religologist to work, but the second he drops off his entire hands like that, I'm not really scared.
You have the minute. Oh.
We gotta believe in him. We are gonna overdraw on this. It's 3 draws.
One minute.
No, it's good. It's good. Okay, but we have the lethal. Give it to them.
Wait.
And double. Double and Zandimo.
Oh.
And we do the dubs and derby on it.
Don't. If he concedes, I will be sad.
Slap. That is an evil. That is a demo. So Mages is not unbeatable. We beat the stats. We are the stat beaters.
Azentimo from the gods, because it's just funny to witness, you know? Azentimo on a priest.
Zandimo.
What?
Good friend.
Zentimo?
The light shall
Zandimo.
bring victory.
I don't even know which tribe he belongs to. It's probably a Santalari.
Santalari?
Something like that. So.
So, you do not want to keep your divine spirit.
Divine Spirit is a silent killer for both parts. It's the most dangerous spell of Hearthstone, and yet it's only like a healing effect. It's actually pretty scary if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you keep it in your start hand, you're not gonna be able to start your cycle machine. You're not gonna be able to go off.
Really?
Yes.
Of course.
So I basically keep it in no
You're
stars.
not meant to use it
Sometimes
at the
I
start.
keep it, of course, if you have 2 Divine Spirits in the topsy-turvy in your start hand, keep it and kill them 2 or 4, right? It's obviously the best play. But sometimes it's like, if I get 1 against the warrior, I'm like, gosh, it's a bigger chance. I'm just gonna get it out already. before he used
Warrior.
his 8th brawl. Very sad.
That's how it feels at least.
Yeah. Alright. Plague of Wrath. Warpath.
Your
Brawl.
presence
Wall.
Brawl. Plague of Wrath. Warpath.
The Mega Devastator.
And then all out of context, they're like, light diffusers.
Yeah. Light diffusers is annoying.
This guy,
Light diffusers.
look at H.
He's good. That's good.
Another
Oh,
one.
oh, that's also
Another one. We could basically just drop injured Tory and an injured Blade Master and a cleric. So
okay. Let's see. You have him circle.
Yeah.
Circle.
and now we're just gonna drop these. This is far too beautiful for us. We can take it straight out. Yeah, and Max means clean in Denmark. Too clean, and he just got cleaned. Arch enemies.
Oh, okay. It's Chris.
Chris!
Cool name.
It's very. You have to be a very charismatic person to actually pronounce his name right. It's like Chris.
Yeah, you seem to be pretty charismatic.
I'm
So.
a good friend of Chris, and that was actually pretty sad to get a questing explorer. Sometimes I really just want to get on the board, and it prevents them from playing Murlocs early,
Right.
and it prevents them from playing lots of things.
So he plays a fart side. Fart side.
Fart side. And with the battle cry quest shaman, actually.
What
you
the
just
hell?
want to go to the face. This guy.
What's up with his fart?
This guy has some weird complex. So we do the good old switcheroo.
Switcheroo.
Your turn to
Whoa,
bleed.
whoa.
Your turn
You're
to
supposed to
bleed.
drop
I was thinking about it. Probably the best idea.
it. Oh.
Butterfly. Sting like a bee. Say the magic word. The end is coming. Your turn to bleed.
Little bit of soft taunt.
Far side. It is a lovely spell.
Right
though.
one. Dolly. Now we're gonna hit the line
And you.
and 0 power change. Big,
Off.
big fella.
Silence. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he
is
does run silence.
rarely.
Really?
But this guy is special, and not necessarily in the good way. He might be special in the bad way. In the bad way where he runs to worship. Because he did have a walking fountain. And what I've learned is people with walking fountains in their deck back can't be trusted.
You can't?
It's like, it's basically the same as trusting a rogue.
Well,
Did that.
you see what you got there for trusting that guy. You got a hex.
I believe in second
He starts beating my schnapples.
Your stamp.
But we're just gonna take it calmly. Isn't that cool? It's just, I'm kind of...
Okay, you really don't trust that guy.
Exactly. This guy is per definition half-breed. You know why? Because he's untrustable. He's popular. Obviously.
Yeah.
Webs.
Oh.
Nix.
No. Nah. Just no. Right?
Wild pyromancer, right?
Yeah.
He could start the cycle, and then we could start cycling, and we could have all kinds of fun.
What is up with him?
And that's what I said. You cannot trust this guy.
He's masked.
He's like, I had this one since 201. Ha ha ha.
He's evil. There you go.
Woohoo!
speak to me.
Great.
We save him because we don't trust him, and we don't think he's gonna clear it. And I don't think maybe he is so untrustable, untrustworthy that he runs 3 walking fountains.
Yeah.
Drop the
I
waters.
think he
it's
runs
done.
5 far sides.
Now he's starting to get really scary, except,
Yeah, that's pretty
he's actually extending now, so he's very likely to be able to kill us next round, so let's just kill him now. Or not, but that's at least.
Well, that's a power shield.
And
That's good.
we have
That's also good.
Tom
No,
to drop.
that's nice. Right?
Oh, there it is. Knuckles. Did you see how close it was? I should probably have stopped the cycle. Then no, he just dropped the life drink at this guy. Does not. What is going on in here?
Backfist. Nanotide totem.
That's not enough. That is enough. So we just
There she goes. Is he gonna come? Oh, he's gonna leave this time.
Of course it's the right way. Bring the pain. Bring the bullet.
He will not eat them.
It's very scary to sit 6 off because one life drinker and it's out.
Dude.
I'm so glad I did not divine spirit that guy first. That makes me happy. I know this guy. We give him. And this makes Hoffa look like a little piece of Druid that won't even go for the face.
Over.
It's my personal 21, Hoffa. Next. Oh, it's Asta.
The light shall bring victory.
Very scary. So.
Those injured placemasters are cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you play against Warrior?
With Warrior, you want to apply a pressure so they won't shield slam, but at the same time you don't want to throw everything out in their board clear. So it's a fine balance between dropping everything you own and then keeping it close at the same time.
And you hope for the Boar?
Never drop a half cycle. Don't drop a wild pyromancer and be like, I'm gonna keep this for my acolyte of pain. But you can, if you have 2 acolyte of pains like this, of course you can drop one. But think, what does he have of answers here?
He has. What does he have actually? He has defend the gates.
Also, when warriors act aggressive, right? Then let them act aggressive. Just take your time, cause I know it's starting to get popular, but they really do not have the push through that they need. So we just denied him a lot from playing these cards here.
Alright. Well, of course he was gonna be aggressive since we weren't really
Playing
doing
anything?
that much, actually.
Makes sense. Aston is a clever boy.
I wonder.
I appreciate you, Aston. You're a good friend of mine. I appreciate you.
You really like DJ Khaled.
I do. He is like my idol number 1.
I don't know one.
Him and Ellen DeGeneres. What's your problem?
You're a problem.
Me and Ellen always had something.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
she's gay.
She's a good friend of mine. You don't think she would like me?
No, not in that sense.
You
But
just-
she would probably be friends with
You
you.
just ruined my life.
No. She would be friends with you. Don't worry.
Ah, that's good.
Alright. Just, I mean, yeah. She. Okay. As long as you don't get sad.
So would it be okay if I started dating Ellen
You
DeGeneres?
can't date Ellen. She's not into dudes. Come on. I could date Ellen.
But if
I could date her.
hypothetically speaking,
Hypothetically speaking, she would choose me.
bullshit.
No, it's not true.
So
Of course it's the right way.
board clear. It's like you never get a chance to do good board clear on a warrior, so do it.
Get off me.
Good advice.
That is the advice number one.
Alright.
It's the same as if you're playing against a priest and like he drops 15 minions before 2 or 3, then you should most likely have dropped your clear.
Alright. He's an impressive fellow though. With his little minions.
I'm really scared of that restless mummy.
How come?
I think it's the whole. One thing is like a mummy. First of all, that's kind of scary, you know. And second of all, is like being everyone. And so Celiax is of course the most played game. Celiax is the best played game. No, Celiax is of course the most played card, but the restless mummy is coming up there. He's
Really?
coming for your Celiax. I don't know if it's because he counts for 2 and Hearthstone replay. Might do. I don't know. I don't think so. But he's everywhere.
I don't
Also,
think
you
he's
can
gonna
have 2 in a
top
deck, so everyone has 2 in their deck.
Right. Celiax is his own unique fellow, okay?
Good friend of mine.
We will always love Celiax. Sulthrace.
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 You know the second the warrior drops Sulthrace that you won.
Really?
Yeah, because he's gonna do something weird. It's a very good indicator to how you win. If you can't get the cards to kill the warrior, then hope for him to drop a Sulthrace. So,
Now you're gonna kill him, basically.
yeah. He could have went full warrior on us, he could have just executed it, sneezed on it or something, you know? So he chose to be all Sulthrace about it. And then I'm gonna give him a 3-1 Crystallizing Revenge.
Minus
That's
3,
what
3.
you get, Aston. Use your brain. So that's it. See you around.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.